Hi friends, welcome back. So today we are going to be doing a little bit of shoulder and arm work with some strengthening, some mobility work, and just some fun little moves here. We are going to be facing the front of the reformer throughout the whole class. I do recommend you are a little bit warm before starting this, maybe doing this alongside a lower body session or a full body session even. And we are going to have our foot bar down. So I'm just going to come around, dropping the foot bar all the way down. I'm going to have a medium and a light spring on. So for me, that's one green, one yellow. You're welcome to just stick with a green spring if you want it a little bit lighter. Or you can just go with this and maybe drop them down throughout the session if you need a little bit less resistance. We're going to be seated on our reformer with our legs nice and long out in front. I'm right up against my shoulder blocks here. I'm going to grab onto my short loops. If you have really tight hamstrings, this position might be a little bit uncomfortable, so you might like to relax the legs to start off, or you can sit in a cross-legged position as well. We're just going to start with a nice straight arm offering here. So arms nice and long by my side, palms facing forward. Exhale, you're going to sweep those arms up to shoulder height and then release them back down by your sides. Just a gentle bend through the elbows. And that body is up nice and tall. Sit up as tall as you can here. Shoulders are dropped down away from the ears. Alright, on this next one we're going to add on. So we're going to sweep up, and then when you sweep your arms back, I want you to let those hands go past your hips, opening the chest up, opening up the upper back to the sky, and then bring that body back to neutral to sweep those arms back in front. So just adding a little bit of extension through the upper back, opening up through the collarbones and the chest. I like to look up to the sky here to think about expanding the chest forward. Let's go for two more like this. Last one. And release it down. Palms facing in now, elbows in by your side. We're just going to start by pressing those arms out in front and then bending them back in nice and narrow, just so your elbows come back in line with the body. Keep those arms nice and narrow. Exhale to press. All right, we're going to add on. So on this next one, press out to straight arms. Turn your palms up to the roof, then slightly out to the side as you sweep your straight arms by your sides. Sweep back up, turn the palms in, and then bend to return back to that starting position. Exhale, press, rotate the palms up and out slightly. Come down, sweep up with straight arms, turn the palms in and bend to return. Those can be a little bit confusing. Just think about trying to get external rotation, so turning those palms as far away from each other as you can get them. Let's go for 2 more. Last one. And release it down. All right, we are going to want our legs straight for this next one. So legs nice and straight. Try and have your feet flexed so that your legs are super active. We're going to fling those ropes behind us. We're going to go for some overhead press with a lean here. So palms facing forward. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, you're going to lean that body forward as you reach your fingertips long over your toes. Restack that spine. Sit up as tall as you can. Reach those fingertips long. And then circle those arms out, back down by your sides. Bend the arms in to reset. Lean forward with the chest as you press those arms overhead. Sitting up tall through the spine, reach nice and long with those fingers. Big circle around. So you want to think about keeping almost like a nice flat back here. We don't want to round too much through the spine. You should feel a nice stretch down the back of the legs as you lean forward. Reaching as long as you can. Keep those arms straight as you restack the spine. The core is working hard. Circling those arms around. Try and keep the head nice and neutral. Good. We're going to reverse it on this next one. So we have nice straight arms by our sides. We're going to open up overhead, reaching up nice and high. Lean the body forward. Reach over the toes and then bend the arms to sit up tall. Straighten the arms long. Reach overhead, sitting up tall. Reach nice and long, then lean the body forward. Bend those arms to sit up tall. Good, keep going like this. Check in with those legs, keeping them nice and active. Let's go for 2 more. Last one here. And release it down. Nice work, guys. Hang those straps back up. I'm going to bring my foot bar all the way back up. I'm going to drop off my yellow spring here. Let's start with a little spine twist to stretch out. So we'll bring one hand to the center of the foot bar, other hand to one of the shoulder blocks behind you. Open the chest up nice and tall. Getting a little twist through the spine. Keeping that hand that's on the foot bar in the center. Reach the arm that's behind you overhead now for a little side bend. Keeping both sit bones heavy. Lengthening through the top ribs. And we'll draw some circles with this top arm. So let that arm fall behind you. Draw a big circle out and around. Over top of the foot bar. And then back over to the side. So keeping your body as still as you can here. It's just the shoulder moving. Let's reverse direction. So start over top of the foot bar. We went out to the side, big circle around. Last one here. Then bring both hands to the center of that foot bar. Let's drop the chest low. I'm going to tuck my toes a little bit. If you have really flexible shoulders, you might like to be in a child's pose on your knees. Or a little bit more of a puppy pose with your tailbone up in the air. Just letting those shoulders relax. And then round up through the spine, drawing the belly in, create space between the shoulder blades to come all the way in. And let's sink down again, drop the chest low. Keeping those arms long, focus on your breath here. A few nice deep breaths. And then rounding all the way up through the spine. Let's go to the other side for that twist. So one foot to the edge of the foot bar. Other hand is behind you to one of the shoulder rests. Opening up through the chest. Bring the hand that's on the foot bar to the center of the foot bar. We're going to reach over for a little side bend, keeping both sit bones nice and heavy. And then let's draw those circles. So let that arm fall behind. Reach those fingers long over top of the foot bar. And then back over to the side. Going like this, keeping the body fairly still here. Let's reverse direction. So start over top of the foot bar, circle out, around, overhead for that side bend, and then back over the foot bar. Last one here. And then releasing, and that is us all done, guys. I hope you had a great little shoulder strength and mobility session, and I will see you in the next one.